Hi, Niall from Drummond Golf, and sharpen your short game and save here at Drummond Golf. And I'm going to chat to you about the putters. Now, the putter is the club in your bag that everybody uses the most, and if you're like me and you're not very good at putting, you use it even more. Well, funnily enough, it's the club that people tend to spend the less time on choosing. Now, I'm just going to try and give you some idea to help you decide which putter is right for you depending on your stroke. Now, generally, golfers will have three types of putting strokes. So I'll just try and show you the differences between the three strokes. So this might at least give you some idea. Now let's see if you can guess what type of stroke I naturally have. This should be fun. Okay, so you have your straight stroke. You can see it goes back and forwards pretty much on a straight line. And then you have your slight arc. And then you have your pronounced arc, which I'm just going to try and exaggerate a little bit. But you can see there the three main differences. So those are the three types of strokes that you have to put, and we've got the different styles and the balance to suit each of those strokes. Now you can see here, when you hold a putter up and you get it to balance perfectly, this is what you call a face balance putter. And these are designed specifically for those people that have a straight putt. And that's because the putter head doesn't want to rotate through the stroke. So it's nice and easy to keep it very stable. Now the next one that you would have is what we would call a mid-hang putter. And you can see here that it's not the face balanced. It's just hanging down somewhere around 45 degrees. Now these, as you've probably guessed, these are for the people that have a slight arc in their stroke. Now these can vary somewhere between that, and I'll just quickly show you. And this is where it comes down to trying different putters. Once you find the type of stroke that you have, now you can see there, they vary just very, very slightly. Not a lot, but just a bit. And that's where you've got to try different putters to suit your stroke. Now the final is what we would call a heel balanced. So you can see here, this one is pointing almost vertical to the ground. And as you guessed, these ones are for people that have a very pronounced arc, and that's because the head wants to naturally rotate around the shaft in your stroke. So it's much easier to keep the club face or the putter face square at impact, because that's the whole point when you want to putt. You want to maintain a square club face through impact on the ball. So you can see there, they're the three styles or the balances of the putter to suit each of your strokes. So once you've determined the type of stroke you've got, and therefore the type of balanced putter that you need, then it's going to come down to more of a personal preference, and that's with the offset in the shaft. You can see here there's two different types of shaft. You've got the full offset, and then you've got what's called the gooseneck or the double bend. The other side of it obviously is, do you want to have an insert in the putter face? Do you want to have a solid face? Do you want to have something with grooves in it? Does it want to be flattened? Now all of these things can contribute to what the ball does. Now grooves particularly are designed to try and get the ball to roll as quickly as possible. Because if you see a putt in slow motion, it tends to jump and then skid and then bounce and then roll again. And arguably some of the grooves can get that ball rolling quicker. So after that first, it tends not to skid and starts to roll a little bit quicker. But again, it just comes down to personal preference. Now, as it's short game month here at Drummond Golf, if you're a Drummond Club member and you buy any of the Odyssey Versa range, you get a dozen of these Callaway Hex Hot balls. Now these are valued at $29.95. On top of that, if you decide to go for the Rife putters instead, which is the Legend, the Iconic and the Legacy, you can get this awesome putting mat absolutely free. This is valued at $59.95. Now don't worry, if you're not a Drummond Club member, you can sign up. A lifetime membership's only $39.95 and you can save. Now come down to Drummond Golf in August, sharpen up your short game, and we can help you save.